Hi there, my name is Danny Solemn, and I'm the founder of Decryptionary.com. That's the simplest crypto dictionary and beginner's guide. In this video series, I'm going to introduce you to the basic concepts around cryptocurrencies. We're going to touch on the 13 major common cryptocurrency words that everyone needs to know. Then we're going to touch on the 5 different categories that you can classify cryptocurrencies into, and finally the 8 resources you should be using right now. Before I go on, here's a quick disclaimer. Nothing published by me or Decryptionary should be taken as investment advice. In fact, before you invest in anything, make sure you do your own research. Cryptocurrencies can be organized according to a whole variety of categories. Everything from market cap to uses, types of technology, and industry. Besides market cap, I'm going to talk about the 5 different categories that I like to organize cryptocurrencies to. So here are those categories. The first is currency. The second is utility. The third is asset. The fourth is equity. And the fifth is reputation and reward. As mentioned earlier, cryptocurrencies deal with trading in value between people and businesses. Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency, but you've got many others. That includes Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash. Those are just a few examples. Then we have utility tokens. This would be a token like Ethereum, which has smart contract abilities. A utility token either has a function or a tool that you get access to when you have it. There are many other types of utility tokens. We've got Golem, which lets you use the shared computer power of its network, which means if I've got some crazy, for example, this video that I'm making, let's say I need to process it and it takes a ton of time on my computer, which fortunately it doesn't. But I could put it on the Golem network and theoretically I could use everyone else's computing power who's in there, who's part of it, and they can finish up my video a much faster time. All I'd have to do is pay them a little bit of Golem. Then you've got something like basic attention token. That is, it's kind of like a whole new internet. They have their own browser called Brave Browser, and you get paid by using the Brave Browser in basic attention token. And the publishers, like for example me, I'm a publisher with Decryptionary.com. I get paid when I put an advertiser's ads on my website. So the advertiser pays me and pays you. And that is another cool utility token. And then the third category is your asset tokens. This could be something that gives you ownership to a real world asset, something of value. We've got Atlant, and that token allows you to have a share of real estate. And then you've got LA token, LAT, which lets you get, I saw at one point you could buy Apple stocks. They were saying that you could buy real estate. It kind of basically allowed you to get any sort of asset, even art. And then you have this other one called Gold Mint, which in theory is backed by gold. I don't think you can actually exchange it for gold, but that is kind of a borderline. Next up are equity tokens. And an equity token, unlike an asset token, which only gives you ownership, an equity token also gives you control. So there was this organization called the DAO. That was short for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And autonomous just means that it was self-governing, self-running. And the DAO had its own cryptocurrency, which could be traded, and it was based, this whole organization was based off of Ethereum. And anyone who held that cryptocurrency was able to, sort of like stocks, they were able to vote on what was happening with the DAO. And the final category would be reputation and reward tokens. That includes cryptocurrencies such as Steemit, which is a social network where you can visit. I've actually published several articles there, and when people like it and they upvote it, you earn this cryptocurrency called Steem. And The more popular content is, the more reputation you have, the better your rewards. Another type of reputation reward token is Augur. Augur actually has a coin called Rep, which is short for reputation. And what happens is anyone can create a question. For example, who will win the next presidential election? Then everyone in the Augur network can vote and say, I think it'll be this, I think it'll be this. And the person who is right and the people who bet on him thinking it will be right, they actually win the pool of money that everyone put in to vote. And so they are awarded with Rep tokens on winning. There are actually many other additional categories that I just thought of. For example, privacy coins. Some of my favorites are Monero, Zcash, and then you've got some other ones like Pivx and Sumo. Privacy is a very personal subject. You got to choose what's right for you, but it is a really important area of cryptocurrency because Bitcoin, believe it or not, is actually not very private. It's called pseudonymous, which means you are hiding behind a pseudonym, a fake name, a bunch of letters and numbers. That's your address. However, that can actually be connected to you by a couple of pretty intense organizations that their whole mission is just to link up transactions and figure out who is who. If you're not doing anything bad, okay, cool, you can still have Bitcoin, but just be aware of that. Another category I thought of would be private blockchains. You've got, I actually touched on this earlier, when a blockchain is controlled by an organization, it's more like a database, right? Ripple is a permissioned blockchain where you have to have permission in order to get access to all of the data on it. And another category I thought of recently, there has been this expansion in supply chain cryptocurrencies. Can you imagine going to a flea market, that may be you, that may be your wife or some female important in your life, and she sees a fantastic Louis Vuitton bag. She just loves it. And she wants to know if it's legit or a fake. What if she could take her phone and somehow scan that Louis Vuitton bag and know whether it was genuine or not? That is what the supply chain cryptocurrencies such as Walton and VeChain are trying to do. Pretty interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they succeed. You now know the 5 categories that you can group cryptocurrencies into. I've only got one more video, and that's on the 8 tools you should already be using. I hope you're ready because it's going to be simple, visual, and entertaining. I'll see you in my next video.